And we have been talking about the weather and how cold it is. And just into our newsroom, news that Dublin City Schools, that district has canceled classes for tomorrow. They join Hilliard City Schools so far, who have made that decision. And we just reported that to you because it's really too cold to be out or even at a bus stop.
Yes, and think about it. I mean, even if your kids have to wait with you in the car, you're sitting outside, just stay home. We've been telling that all day, and you know, this is a good time, maybe good moments for you and your family to just have that catch up and find some
And the
things
kids can read a book.
Yeah, they can.
They probably don't like me for saying that, but you can read a book.
No, they can do homework that they forgot.
There it is.
Those days.
Yes.
Well, this is good for everybody to be indoors. And I know you might look outside, the sun is shining, it seems like a beautiful day, but I can tell you right now that's not the case. Yes, it's beautiful with the sun up, but it is going to be paired with bitter wind chills and even scattered snow showers for today. That's our 10 weather impact, and you can see behind me a lot of snow covering everywhere. It's going to be staying like this for at least the next week, maybe week and a half. Right now, 13 outside, some flurries and light snow in the area, but note the winds at west-southwest at 20. That's why we feel like we are still below zero. Here's a comparison of the actual air temperature in white versus the wind chill. And you can see a lot of spots still under zero. And we are going to slowly, I guess you could say, warm up, if we can even say that. But what I do know is that as long as these winds persist, that will make the feels like in the actual air temperature, there'll be a huge difference there. And this is going to be continuous. This isn't just one day today. In fact, there's not a day in my 7-day right now where I have the air temperature above 22 degrees. And at night, you can see every morning we wake up, that air temperature will be below zero. So you can only imagine what a little bit of wind will do. And this is a great example here today. Once we get above zero, we're not going that far above it. In fact, afternoon temperatures today are going to be in the teens, but you can see after the sunset how quickly temperatures crash. I do want to show you the hour by hour. We are looking at some light snow and some flurries in the forecast. Don't worry, nothing like what we just went through. In fact, I think we will have little to no accumulation with any of this that comes through. Maybe Mansfield and Bucyrus might get a little bit. This could be a band that sweeps through, a little bit of a lake effect, so you might have a little bit of snow. But again, this is nothing like we just went through. And then as we go into Wednesday, we could still see some flurries to kick off the afternoon. I do want to get to the 7-day forecast, though, and walk you through it again, spend a little bit of extra time on this, because every single morning between now and as we go into Sunday, we have a 10 weather impact alert in place. And you heard why. This is a cold that you should be canceling classes, or maybe there's morning activities, anything outdoors. You want to make sure that you're staying indoors or taking those breaks. And I know a lot of people have to work outside. God bless them. I mean, this cold is something where you have to dress the weather for, but know that those indoor breaks are necessary and very important. And also know the early signs of frostbite. With the feels like as low as this is, I can tell you one thing, you could have frostbite on very thin areas like your ears and your nose and even your lips in less than 30 minutes if you're not protecting that skin. And so this is a serious cold. This is the coldest air we've had yet this season and in a little bit of time. So as long as you're indoors, you're taking care of yourself, checking on your neighbors, we're going to get through this together, Tracy.
All right, we sure are.